Forget the expensive subscriptions everybody's talking about, and if you are paying them, it will cost you hundreds of dollars. Here are the best 5 free AI tools that nobody's heard of. I can bet you on this that most people don't know about these 5 AI tools, and they are genuinely useful. And I can bet that most people never heard of the number 1 tool that I'm going to mention, so stay till the end to see what's the number 1 tool. Tool number 5 is Canva AI Studio. So number 5 is Canva AI Studio. This is the 5th tool that I'm going to recommend you, and I'm not telling you to use Canva in a plain site to create any graphics or social media post. I'm asking you to use Magic Studio within Canva, which is like a content engine where you can generate an entire campaign with a single prompt. And here's how we use Canva's Magic Studio by not spending couple of hours on a presentation where I'm finding the font, the color, the typography, the style, etc. Just prompt Magic Studio to create me a 10 slide presentation in minimal style and with this font and so, and it comes out with the beautiful results which are mind-blowing. And there's more to it. You can tweak it by importing it to a Canva project and then tweaking it accordingly if you doesn't like the text, doesn't like the body or total font of it or the style of it. And Canva Magic Studio has several tools like background remover, blur tool, the image enhancer, and there's one honorable mention here, Magic Media, where you can generate good quality images, and on the free plan you get to convert text to video, text to audio, and text to image, and you can use this up to 5 uses on a free plan. And I kid you not, it will not be just your generic photos, it will be personalized to you, and you can use it on your next social media post, on an idea or in a video that you use, or anything as such. And I believe it's your unfair advantage because your competitor will be paying. And I think it's your unfair advantage because your competitor will be paying for multiple softwares for image generation, for removing background, or for cloning voice, or for editing, etc. But you can buy Canva subscription where you can get all of these just under a fee. But I don't recommend it. I believe that the free plan is good to go until and unless you're making money out of it. Tool number 4 is Notion. And here's a backstory. I've been using Notion since 4 years, and it's been a very good journey where I've seen all the updates. I've also created several templates, databases, multiple templates within a single template, a kind of a second brain if you have heard of it, and so and so. But these recent updates are mind-blowing. Notion came up with its Notion AI last year, and now it came up with an agent where you can create customized templates just by a prompt. And I believe if you are buying Notion AI, it is the best investment if you can afford, or else the free plan is good to go, because I have been using it from past 4 years, and it's such a good app that I can't stop recommending it to anybody who's asking for a task management or a project management software. Here are some things that you can use Notion for. You can use Notion for creating several checklists or small templates where you can pass it on to your team or for yourself. You can create a master template where you can combine all of it, like your sales pipeline, your marketing cost, your product cost, and so and so. You can also create, if you are like me, a creator, you can also create a short template where you can put all your content pieces, thumbnails, etc. If you are already seeing this, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, and share this with your friend. The third tool is everybody's favorite, ChatGPT, or the sparring partner method. All this started back then. A quick story is, when ChatGPT hit the market, everybody didn't know about it initially, but now everybody uses it for like doing a task, asking about a suggestion, buying something, recommending something, or just researching about something. So ChatGPT is inevitable. Most probably what ChatGPT is good for several use cases, like you can ask it for generating good content ideas, you can ask it to summarize a document, you can ask ChatGPT to analyze data, or you can also use ChatGPT to study for your college, etc. And here's the use case. I'm not talking about generic ChatGPT prompts where you write, give me advice on this, or write me a marketing plan, and so and so. But I'm asking you to give it a detailed prompt, which is also called as context prompt, which is also called as context engineering, where you give it the whole gist of it on what output you want. For example, if you are trying to get a detailed marketing plan for a B2B business or a D2C fashion brand, you can't just ask that give me a marketing strategy for a D2C fashion brand. It would give you a generic response. If you want to build a moat in ChatGPT, you want it to give like this is a brand for 18 to 20-year-old girls or college going students, and it is for Gen Z, and the style is so and so, and we are targeting Instagram for it, and we are also running ads, and do not give us vague statements, and this is the data. And you can also ask it to create a strategy based on other D2C or your similar competitors, and then give what not to do. That is very important, because sometimes what I have seen is ChatGPT hallucinates and gives you wrong data. So what you can do is you can ask it to be honest and do not hallucinate by giving negative prompts, such as like you can either ask it for a detailed plan if it does detailed plan, and ask it not to hallucinate or not to manipulate the data. You can also ask it to summarize the doc or summarize the strategy within 3 points without even giving paragraphs that you don't even study. This is what I believe that you should use ChatGPT, and this is the best way to use it, by giving it the proper gist of what you want and what you want and what you don't. And this is what I think that you should do. You should ask ChatGPT to just give you what you think, and also give the negative prompts, because negative prompts are very crucial when you prompt. And there is a use case that I've been using it for months now. What I do is I ask it to act like a XYZ coach, or I give it a name who I know is a good coach in that specific field, and ask it to create a roadmap, either in a martial arts level like white belt to black belt, or in a slightly different level where I ask it to gamify from level 1 to level 5, and then I start learning it from level 1, and it gamifies the progress along the way. So this is a great insight. You can use it too, and let me know in the comments if you're using it. The second tool is Google Gemini. Google Gemini is not just another ChatGPT. That's what I heard from most of my friends, but it is like very different comparatively to ChatGPT, because it has its Google database to put out the results, and I believe it doesn't give you the best, but it gives you better results when it comes to all this, and it's less expensive. You can also use gems which are free, and you can't use it, and here's your advantage, because you can't use ChatGPT or custom GPTs if you're not buying any plan. But in case of Gemini, you can use Gemini gems, where you can create separate kind of agents, like if I call it custom GPTs within Gemini, to give you specific results. And I kid you not, it is the best, because I have tried many gems and it came out better, and it gave me better results comparatively to a just random chatting prompt with Gemini. And going forward, here's the use case that you can use. You can use Nano Banana for creating content if you are like me, or creating graphics, or initially asking it to generate mockups where you can think or take inspiration from. You can also ask Gemini to create several different images, where you can combine all those and create a masterpiece. And you can ask Gemini, because I have been using this so far, you can also ask Gemini to summarize a YouTube video by giving it a link, and also using context engineering, which I mentioned back there. It will give you amazing results, because I did it, I know it. Now comes my favorite tool, and here comes my favorite tool, the number one tool, which is Google's Notebook LM. Notebook LM is not just another platform, it's like a tutor who's available 24/7, because Notebook LM several inputs in the form of YouTube videos, Google Docs, any documents you have, PDFs, or any handwritten notes, anything, and ask it to combine into a great doc or a mind map or an audio overview you can listen to while walking, jogging, or just commuting. Because I have been using it for many months for summarizing videos, for learning any skill, for learning a concept, and it is the best so far because it summarizes the main highlight points and removes everything from the video which is not required. And I believe if you use it, you will not go back. And if you want, I'll give you a scenario. You can, for example, if you're learning some skill, like in my case I'm learning copywriting for content and marketing, you can take any video and put it on notebook, put it in notebook LM and ask it to summarize. It will give you, and it will summarize the video, and you can also ask questions where in it answers and you get the clarity out of it. If you're trying for a job in the specific skill, you can also ask to generate small briefs where you can write copy for it, and so on. You can use multiple scenarios. I'll be covering it going forward. And this is for the video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.